right, so yesterday I had y'all vote on when's the best time to go live. So it doesn't surprise that most of you guys want me to go live in the evening, and it doesn't surprise me that a lot of y'all voted for me not to go live. So if you voted for me not to go live, just don't watch me when I go live. Simple as that. So today we're going to talk about the different types of terminal. First one, bulk break terminals. So bulk break terminals, those are typically your 24-hour terminals, that run nonstop. They're typically terminals that have 100 doors and more, 200 doors, 300 doors. You get the point. So those are going to be terminals that are like in your major cities, such as Atlanta, Chicago, Charlotte, Dallas, Houston, Memphis, cities like that. So the way it works is they have drivers, that might come from Tampa, Miami, Orlando, West Palm, Nashville, Charlotte, basically cities, around the area. So we're going to use Atlanta, for instance. So let's just say you're in Tampa and you have two pups that are bound for, let's just say, Nashville. Let's just say that. So you might have the two pups that go to Atlanta, but its final destination is for Nashville. But let's just say those pups don't have enough freight in it. So what'll happen is when it gets to Atlanta, they'll pop the seal, put it in the door, and Atlanta might load some more freight into those pups. Or let's just say you have a pup that's full of freight that's bound for Louisville, Knoxville, Memphis, Charlotte, Greenville, and it's all within one pup or two pups, and it goes to Atlanta. So what's going to happen is it's going to get broken down, and it's going to get stripped and sorted, and then it's going to get loaded onto another pup, and then it'll go to its final destination. So terminals like that, like I said, you'll have drivers that come from all over, bringing in freight, and then once it gets sorted, those drivers will then take it back to their home terminal or whatever terminal they're assigned to go to. Bulk break terminals, those are typically your terminals where a lot of teams run in and out of. So you might have teams, that come from Chicago. You might have teams that come from Dallas, Houston, Miami, and they're all going to go to like Atlanta or those other major cities that I mentioned in the beginning. So the point is, bulk breaks are basically sort centers. And as far as getting a bid run, your bulk break terminals, you have a good chance of getting a bid run, out of the gate, since bulk break terminals, as I said, typically have a lot of runs, daytime and nighttime. Now, next type of terminal are your relay terminals. Your relay terminals are basically just stopping points. So let's just say you come out of Memphis and your Memphis has two pups and it could be bound for, let's just say, Florida. So they might drop it off in maybe Birmingham, or they might leave it in Dothan. So we're going to use Dothan as an example, as a relay point. So Dothan, we get freight that comes from Dallas, Houston, Birmingham, Memphis, and they might bring it to Dothan. Now, when it gets to Dothan, the Dothan driver might bring it to, let's just say the pups are bound for Florida. So the Dothan driver that has those Florida freights, they might bring it to Orlando, or they might bring it to Ocala. Now, it would go there because typically if it's going to Ocala, that means that freight is bound for either Tampa, it could be bound for Orlando, it could be bound for Miami, Fort Pierce, Pompano. You get the point. So it's basically Florida freight. So let's just say it goes to Ocala. So once it gets to Ocala, depending on which Florida terminal it's bound for, they might come up to Ocala and get it, or the Ocala driver might bring it down their way. So basically, it's just a swapping point, and it's also used for a meet and turn point. Now, the last type of terminal is the final destination terminal. So final destination means that freight is only bound for that terminal. So we're going to use Miami. Now, as you guys know, you can't go any further south than Miami. So only freight that's coming down to Miami is for Miami. So you won't get Atlanta freight going to Miami. You won't get Tampa freight going to Miami. It's only for Miami. Perfect example. So those are basically the three type of terminals. That's basically the summed up version of it. So I hope that made sense to you guys. If I wasn't clear on any particular part, just let me know and I'll clarify it. So that's the video of the day. And as I always tell y'all, thank you to all my day one subscribers. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Appreciate all of you guys. And as I always tell y'all, y'all take it easy, stay safe.